Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please like and subscribe. My name is Mr. Cyril. I'm the owner of this channel, Video Academy. In this channel, I'm sharing with you my knowledge on Oracle database administration part, and also I'm discussing about Linux administration, some part of Linux administration, and cloud. Microsoft Azure Cloud, and later I will be focusing also on Google Cloud. So as of now, I started this channel and I'm moving slowly in many topics. Okay, I will be also discussing PostgreSQL knowledge in this channel. So if you like what I'm sharing, please do subscribe to my channel to not miss anything. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you the complete step by step on how to apply July 2021 PSU patch, okay, in your environment. So I will first present you in this slide. What's the setting in my current environment where I'm going to apply the patch. Okay, I will be showing you how I downloaded the patch and what are the steps I need to follow to apply properly. Okay, so my environment is having Oracle Linux 7.9. Okay, I'm running with Oracle Linux 7.9. On top of which I have installed a Grid Infrastructure 19C standalone. So it is the standalone machine. Okay, and also I have created a 12.1 database. Okay, a 12C release 1 database version. Okay, so here with this environment, what we will do, we are going to apply Grid Infrastructure. We are going to apply to Grid Infrastructure the July 2021 release update. Okay, so we are applying July 2021 release update, and on the RDBMS home, we are going to apply a July 2021 PSU along with OGVM. Okay, so having said this, I'm going to take you through the download process. Okay, so to download, you need to go to support.oracle.com. Okay, when you go to support.oracle.com, you will find this page. Okay, where you will see this is the patch number you are going to search for. So you search this patch number, which is actually the database patch set update PSU. Okay, as you can see, it's July patch. It was released on 20 July. Okay, July 20, 2021. Okay, this is for 12.1.0.2 database. This database, what you are going to download, you just click on download and then you download it. You click on download, so this will top up and then you click on download here. Okay, this will download. I already downloaded this one, so it's there on my PC. I will show you. Okay, so the first step is to download this. Next you need to download the release update 19C. Okay, the July release update. So here you will go to which page, and this is the patch, the patch number. As you can see, it's for Linux. Okay, it's for Linux x64 byte. Okay, and after applying this release update, okay, your Grid Infrastructure will be updated to 19.12. Okay, whatever is available now there on your grid infrastructure, if you apply this grid infrastructure release update, it will directly update the release to 19.12. Okay, so this is the patch number that you need to download. To download this one, you need to click on download, and then this is what you are going to download, this zip file. Okay, I've already downloaded this one also, so it's there on my PC. I'm not going to download anymore. And then last you need to download the OGVM. Okay, for the OGVM you need to go to this page and then you select here OGVM release update. You have for window here, and then the first one is for Unix machine. Okay, so this is the one you are going to download. So you click on this one and then it will open this way and you can start the download here. So this is the OGVM. Okay, so this is the OGVM for 12.2. so we need to search for let's go back. Okay, so you need to make sure that you are downloading the correct version. Okay, this is 12.1.0. okay, so we need to searching for the OGVM. Let's go down. OGVM, yeah, you need to come here. OGVM PSU path set update. So you come here and then you click this version. Okay, and then click here and you can download. Okay, this was released on July 20 and this is OGVM patch set update. Okay, and the database version is 12.1.0.2. so you need to download this also. And the last step, you need to update the OPatch inventory. Okay, the OPatch inventory. For OPatch download, you need to come to this page. Okay, you can see the link here. You need to come here and then you will select the version, which version you are going to download. You select the version, and then for example, if I'm going to download 21, okay, I select 21, I select the platform, Linux 64-byte, and then I click download. So this will immediately start the download of the OPatch inventory, and then you will copy this to your PC and then you update the inventory, the OPatch. Okay, before you start applying the patch, you need to update the OPatch. Okay, so with that being said, let's go directly to our PC. We'll go directly to my PC. Okay, so this is my system. I'm going to show you where I kept the patch. Okay, so first of all, let us review our environment. Okay, CSTL start S-T. So as I informed, we are using grid infrastructure standalone. Okay, this is a standalone grid infrastructure along with one database installed. The database name is OEMDB. Okay, let's check the version of this OEM. Okay, so the version is 12.1.0.2. okay, this is the version of our database. So as we have seen here, I'm using Oracle Linux 7, Grid Infrastructure 19C standalone, and RDBMS is 12C release 1. Okay. So next, what I'm going to show you now is I will show you where I have kept our patch. Okay, kept in U04 patch directory 2021. Okay, July. So this is where I've kept our soft. Let's go to 12, this database location. As you can see in this location, I have 2 zip files. Okay, the first one is of size 3.7 GB. It's actually the database PSU, database patch set update, and then the second one is the OGVM. Okay, for RDBMS, and this is I'm keeping for grid in the directory 19C. Okay, for grid we are going to download only the grid infrastructure release update. Okay, 1 patch number. This is what I have downloaded, and then I'll unzip it here. I unzip this zip file here, and then it's this one, this directory. Okay, so I have shown you the OGVM location, the RDBMS patch set update location. You just download and copy, then unzip, and then I have also shown you the grid infrastructure release update. Now let's move to the patching steps. Let me take you through the patching steps. Okay, the high level steps, I have drafted the high level steps here, the high level patching steps. So first thing, you need to download the latest RDBMS grid and grid infrastructure PSU and RDBMS OGVM. Okay, for grid infrastructure it's release update. You download the release update, and then for RDBMS it's PSU. Okay, then you copy the soft to your system, and then in that you need to run the conflict check. Okay, to make sure that there is no conflict between the patch you are going to apply and the existing patch. Okay, this is how you are doing conflict check. For that, let's go and check. I will first run this on grid home. Okay, let's run the conflict check as grid user and see if there is any conflict. Okay, proceed. And as you can see, all patch succeed. Okay, all succeed. Here the first patch number succeed, no conflict. This one also succeed, no conflict. This patch number succeed, no conflict. This one, no conflict. Okay, so we are good to apply this on grid infrastructure. Now let's validate also the conflict. Let's make sure that there is no conflict also available for Oracle. Let's run the conflict check also for RDBMS. So for RDBMS, this is what we are going to apply for 12.1.0.2 version. Okay, so I will go to the location of the patch set update, and then I will run the prerequisite. Okay, so I will run here. Okay, proceed. This is the patch set update. For the patch set update also, there is no conflict. So all patch succeed. Okay, now let's check OGVM. This OGVM. Okay, OGVM, we validate this. Let's come here, let's run this. This for OGVM also succeed, so no need to do anything. Now let's do one thing. What are the patch available on our system? We may like to check what are the existing patch, right? Okay, just log in to the database PSU. So this is the existing patch. We have the database PSU. Okay, this is April. So we have April patch already applied to this database. Okay, April database PSU and OGVM April 21st already applied. So I apply it on 22nd July. Okay, so now let's check if there is any invalid component. There is no invalid object. Okay, no invalid object, no invalid component. So all components are valid. So now we have the reference of the existing database. Everything is fine, everything is clean. We have April patch apply. Here we have April patch apply. So at the end of this session, we are going to recheck again what's the latest patch that we have applied. So normally it should show July here. Okay, so let's now exit. Let's go to our implementation steps. So I was explaining this. We need to run the conflict check. Okay, run the conflict check with the existing installed patch. Now what you do, you take the backup of Oracle Home and Grid Infrastructure Room. If you are in production environment, you can request to take the database snapshot, and also at the same time you can take the DB full backup. Okay, so that in case if there is any issue, we never know, right? If there is any issue, you can have a rollback plan. So here I used to take the tar file of the Grid Infrastructure Home and then of Oracle Home. So let's go and take this backup. I will take the backup as root user. Okay, our Grid Infrastructure Room is U01. U01 is our Grid Infrastructure Room. U01 app grid. You can see, right? This is our Grid Infrastructure Room, U01. So what I will do, I will remove this. Okay. Oh, it is okay. It's fine. So I'm removing this because I'm going to take the backup of the root directory of the base directory of my Grid Infrastructure Home. Okay, I don't want my backup to delay, right? Because of the installation software. Okay, anyway, I will remove this. Let me remove this. Okay, now let's go to U01. We need to take the tar file of the app. I used to take the tar file of the app, so I will run tar-zcf. Okay, U01 underscore app. I'm taking for app. So we are on 27 July 21.tar.gz. Okay, app. So this is how I'm taking the backup of my data file of my Grid Infrastructure Room. Okay, so I run this, and then at the same time I will take Oracle Home U02 tar file also. So let me check the size of U02. U02 used is 15 GB. So what we'll do, I will go also, and then I will delete the DB installation software. Okay, so I will remove this database. Then I will go to /u01, no /u02. Okay, then I will run the tar command. Okay, tar-zcf. Okay, u02 app 27 July 21.tar.gz app. So this is how I will take the backup. Okay, so the backup started. Let's see for u01. Okay, u01 also going on. So let's come back to our SOP. Here I will take the tar file. Okay, tar backup or snapshot. I will take the required backup. Okay, then to start our installation, I will run root has batch file. Okay, I will run the root.sh, the pre-patch command. Okay, I will run this batch with the option pre-patch. Okay, what this will do, this will shut down all the resources on grid infrastructure. Okay, it will shut down high availability services, and then it will unlock the grid infrastructure. Okay, shut down all the resources, and then it will unlock the grid infrastructure. So what we can say is this command will prepare your system for patching. We prepare the environment for grid patching. Okay, so when this is completed, we can start our actual patching activity. Okay, so what we will do, we will go ahead and then proceed with this root.sh. Okay, with pre-patch command. So this is the command that you are going to run to prepare the environment for the patching by shutting down all resources and unlocking the grid infrastructure home, because by default the grid infrastructure home is locked. No one can edit or change anything in grid home. Okay, so before doing anything in grid home like patching, you need to unlock using the pre-patch command, and then at the end of the patching you will run the post-patch. The post-patch will again start all the resources, and then it will lock the grid home. So what we will do in our case, we will immediately go, we will run this pre-patch command directly. Okay, we run the pre-patch command. Okay, the pre-patch is done. As you can see, it's unlocking the grid home. Okay, successfully unlock the grid home, and if you check, there is no resources running on this node. Okay, everything is stopped. Okay, everything is stopped. So now what we'll do, we have unlocked the grid infrastructure home. Now let's proceed with our actual patching. So remember, the standalone patching is full downtime. Okay, everything needs to be down. All the resources should come down. It's a full downtime for your business. Okay, so here let's proceed with our patching. As a grid user, we need to run the conflict check. We have already run this, so this is perfectly fine if you are skipping and moving forward to the next step. So what I will do, I will revalidate again. if everything is fine. Okay, so here I will put July 2021. I will explain what I'm doing here. Okay, and here also 12. I will put July. July 2021. Okay, let's now come here. Okay, everything succeed. This is fine. So let's go now and apply the patch. We copy the first patch. Okay, copy the first command and then apply here. Okay. Oh, this is conflict check. So let's go. This is what we need to apply. For that, we need to update the old patch inventory or patch. Okay, in the grid home. So what I'm doing here, from U01, I will rename. Okay, from the current grid home, I will rename the existing patch directory. I will rename to patch underscore July 21st. Okay, and then I will copy the new patch that I have moved to U04 to the grid home. Okay, so this is how I'm updating the patch. Let me copy this. This is how I'm updating the old patch. I have prepared the command already, so copy, go to this, and then you run. Okay, rename, and then next copy. So rename. So now let's go and apply the patch one by one. Okay, let's go now and apply the patch one by one. I will copy this, copy, and I will come to my PC, execute. Okay, so I press yes, apply, yes. Okay, first patch done. Let's apply the second patch number. Second one, copy from here. Yes, yes. Okay, second done. I to run the third one. Okay. Yes, apply, yes. Let's copy the last one. Copy. Run also. Okay, this is fine because it's saying you have already installed the same patch number. Okay, so you no need to run this again. This is fine. So we are done with grid home. Now let's go to Oracle. Okay, let's apply now to RDBMS home. We are applying to version 12.1.0.2. Okay, so for that we need to we will update also the old patch. Okay, this is what I'm doing. I will rename also to old patch July and then I will copy the new O patch to the Oracle Home. Let's copy this. Okay, come here, enter, and then let's proceed with actual PSU. Let's apply now. Copy this, copy. So this will do the prerequisite check, and then we'll apply the patch. Prerequisite check first. Okay, prerequisite done, succeed. Now starting the patch, applying the patch. Yes, proceed, yes, apply. Okay, PSU done. Now let's apply to OGPM. Run the prerequisite check succeed. Okay, now apply. Okay, done. Now RDBMS is done, grid infrastructure is done. We need to go with post patch now. So we have done with applying patch. Now we need to go post patch. Here we are running post patch. This will restart the resources, and then it will lock the grid infrastructure. By the time, let's see what we are going to do now in the post installation steps. In the post installation step, we are going to run the data patch. Okay, for that we need to start the DB and the upgrade mode. Okay, you start the DB in upgrade mode, or you start in a restrict exclusive mode. You start in upgrade mode, yeah. Okay, or in restricted mode for standalone. Okay, I will be starting in upgrade mode, then I will run this data patch. Okay, so let the post patch complete. Okay, post patch done. So we can verify that CRSCTL -T. You can see all resources are up. Now the post installation step, we need to start up the database in upgrade mode. Okay, let's connect the database. Okay, short immediate, startup upgrade. Database is mounted and database is open, upgrade mode. Now we need to go to Oracle Home or patch. Okay, now we need to run this data patch. This is the command you need to run to apply post installation steps. Okay, run this. Okay, completed. So as you can see, no error here, no error. So far very good. Our patching is done, very good. So now we need to do one thing. We need to recompile invalid object. Okay, RDBMS admin utl rp. Okay, so now we are recompiling. If there's any invalid object, we are recompiling. So far 0, 0. Okay, So now let's check if there is any invalid object or any invalid component. Invalid object, no row selected. Component, all are valid. Okay, let me show you what I have kept in invalid.sql. So this is the content of invalid.sql. I'm checking if there is any invalid object. Okay, select object name status from db_object where the status is invalid. This will show list all invalid object. About component, I'm selecting the component and the status from db_history. So I've kept this in the file called invalid. Okay, now let's check the PS2, the current patch installed. So currently we are running, this have been installed. Okay, so we have successfully completed our patching activity, and we can see the July PSU and OGVM are installed in our database, and we don't have any invalid object. We don't have invalid component after the patching activity. So with this, we are closing this patching recording sessions. Okay, thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe to continue to get this type of content. Okay, thank you, bye, and see you in the next video. Ciao, bye.